Alright, just make sure everything's good. Come on. Now let me just make sure that everything is good. Hello? I'm just double checking everything, sorry for the... Okay, yeah. Yeah, everything's fine. Alright. Okay. Whew. Well, my life has been relatively crazy. And, pretty much... I unfortunately was let go from my job. So I am currently jobless. Now, I'm not 100% like, okay, I'm gonna file for unemployment, but luckily the owner of the business, when he told me, he was like, hey, you can stay on for an additional 2 weeks, which is what I'm gonna do. However, tomorrow I'm gonna make sure that I get in writing that he officially let me go, and that he is going to also write down that they offered me to stay an additional 2 weeks to get any extra money. However, and if he doesn't tomorrow, then I'm just gonna straight up tell him that just I'm not working, because I don't need, and I don't think he's gonna do it that way. I don't think he's gonna screw me over, but I don't need him or anybody spinning the fact that, oh, he put in his 2 weeks. No. I was told Thursday night that I'm being let go. So I'm going to, again, just make sure I get everything in writing to make sure that I can file for unemployment. Which sucks. I really enjoyed this job. It was challenging at times. It was a bit overwhelming. But ultimately it was a good job. Here is some more interesting news of it. I have 2 reasons as to why I was let go. First reason was from the actual owner himself, which was it wasn't making enough money, which is understandable. For those who don't know, I worked at a card shop, and with the recent release of Spider-Man, it unfortunately wasn't well received as the owner wanted. So unfortunately, that caused a bit of a money loss. We had a crap ton, and we still do, a crap ton of pre-release kits, a crap ton of booster boxes, collector boosters, the works, alright? It just wasn't the set that people were wanting it to be, which I find incredibly funny, because a lot of Magic players complain about the power creep. And then when they realized that Spider-Man didn't have the same power level as previous sets, they just didn't care. And that was also his Universes Beyond. I mean, not a lot of people are really messing with Universes Beyond. But the people who complained are the same people who are trying not to have a lot of power creep. But when they release a set that doesn't have a lot of power creep, they complain that it's not powerful enough. You see what I'm saying? So unfortunately, it caused a lot of people to not buy, which unfortunately affected my job. It affected me, and I got let go. At least that is what the owner says, or at least one of them. The second owner, from what he told the first owner, had let me go because my customer service skills didn't progress the way he wanted. Which is, I'm gonna be honest, a bit insane, because I did a lot of things. Alright? I engaged in conversations to the people who wanted to be talked to. Because a lot of times when someone would come in, they didn't want a conversation. They just wanted to buy the cards, figure out where they were, and just get out. Which is understandable. Not a lot of people want to talk. So, for the ones who did, I engaged in conversations. I spoke to them about what card games they cared about. Because we didn't just have Magic. We had One Piece and Yu-Gi-Oh! Not a lot of it, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Flesh and Blood. And we recently got the Gundam card game. And we also, like, we were trying. I was trying. I engaged when I was wanted. I didn't when they didn't want me to. Which I feel like should be a good thing. You don't want you don't want someone to be pushy when you walk somewhere. You don't want someone to be like, hey, how are you? You know, and if you do, that's great. But if you don't want to engage in a conversation, you just want to buy the cards and get out, and someone's like, hey man, what you looking for? How you doing? What's up? Constantly trying to get you to talk, that's annoying. And that's what I wanted to ensure. Like, I'm not an annoying person. I'm not going to annoy you. I'm not going to force you into conversation when you don't want to be forced into a conversation. And there was more things I did. Like, when a customer was looking for a card that the shop didn't have, but I had, no, I was like, you know what, let me go into my personal collection, I'll get it for you. And mind you, I did it for free. I didn't charge the customer because that was wrong. That would be wrong of me to sell one of my own cards while they're actively, like, it's wrong. So I gave them a card for free. Because it's just, you know, if they're looking for a card, I'm not using it. Cool, awesome, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to give it to them. It's polite. It's how I get the customers to come back. And that's how some of them did. That is how some of the customers came back. Because me. And now there's a third reason. Apparently, a new person got hired. Alright? And you're probably thinking, well, I thought the shop wasn't doing so well. I thought they weren't making enough money. And you'd be correct. Or at least, again, that's the theory. That's what I'm being told. But if that's the case, why is someone new being hired? And yeah, ultimately I'm being let go. Cool. And I did my job. I did it. I did my job well. When we would get trade-ins, boom, they're gone within 15 minutes to an hour after getting them in. I was that fast at putting them away, at pricing them, at putting them into the cases, into the binders, wherever. And yeah, I'm being fired. I'm being let go. Because my customer service skills? Tell me how that makes sense. Honestly. But we can't. Because, again, I still don't know. Which is what I'm going to do, because I go in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Alright? I still have 2 weeks. I'm going to get a written confirmation that I was let go. And if I don't, I'm walking out. And I'm going to show up the next day, and the next day. I'm going to keep asking. Hey, I need that confirmation, or I'm not working for the next 2 weeks. Nope. I love the owner, the first one. But if he's gonna screw me, then he's gonna have to deal with the consequences. The reason I was so upset and was just So I like that Thursday night. I got home. I was so mad. I was so mad. I left to a friend's place for 3 days, just hanging out with him because I just could not stand to be home, just at my house. I was hanging out with a friend. But the reason I was so mad is because I was offered the job a week after my cat had passed away. And I thought finally something was going right. Because my cat passed away at the beginning of the year, January 29th. I have his ashes with me at this computer desk. And I thought, wow, things are finally looking up. Until they weren't. Depression hit. I didn't stream for a while because I just couldn't bring myself to just do it. A lot of things happened, and I wasn't happy. But working at that job, I had fun. On days that were so slow, and there was nothing to do, because all the drinks had been already stocked, along with the snacks, and along with, like, reorganizing the binders, and there was nothing to do. I just got to sit down with some friends and play some Magic. And when a customer would come in, boom, I was up behind the counter before they could even start asking for a binder. I was like, hey, welcome in, how are you doing? You know what you're looking for? So, but I don't know. And it hurts. It really does. To not have your dream job anymore. Because my dream job was to, well, it wasn't necessarily to work at a card shop, it was to own a card shop. But to get that step of not owning, or like, how do I word this correctly? To work at a job where you didn't dread going in because you got to see your friends. That is something I have always dreamed of having. Because nobody should be miserable at their job. Nobody. But it's the way life is. And I was just trying to not be that way. To just not go to a job where I felt like I wanted to die. So from January, pretty much technically February, to October, I was living the dream. Yes, I had depression. Yes, I couldn't stream. Yes, I couldn't do a lot of things that I wanted to do mentally. But that job was the one thing that kept me going a lot of times. And to have it be gone, it hurts. It really, really does. Because I really did enjoy that job. Now, the original owner said that if things change, things start picking up, he will be calling me. I will be the first one he calls. Should I keep my hopes up? Probably not. I shouldn't anticipate a call. I shouldn't wait and wait and wait just for the hopes of getting a call. But I do believe that he will give me a call at some point. And he did say that it would mainly be for doing our TCG player orders and start that back up again. I keep repeating myself, saying it hurts, that it sucks. And that's life. People are gonna repeat some things. Because I'm gonna be honest, this isn't hard, alright, it's hard. It's hard for me to talk about. It's hard for me to even speak about my life. But I have to air it out. Alright? I have to... I have to say something. I just can't let it stay cooped up. Now, we're gonna backtrack. We're gonna go back to the fact that somebody new was hired. Because that in itself is a little messed up. Because I remember working the day that this person came in and the owner wasn't in yet. He plays modern. He started doing it on Sundays. So it was a Sunday. Someone came in asking for him. I said, unfortunately, he's not here right now, but he'll be back at this time to play modern. They came back. The owner was there. And he said to them, unfortunately, we are not hiring at this moment. And I remember him telling me that because, well, I was like, is everything alright? And he said he felt bad having to turn them down. Well, the second owner decided to hire them instead. So, basically, the second owner went behind the first owner's back and decided to say yes to the person who was denied. Tell me how that makes sense. Because it doesn't. It really doesn't. How are you going to tell someone no and then have the person who is supposed to be your business partner go back and tell them yes? And then because of that, have to let somebody else go. Even though the shop is not making enough money. I was let go. At least, again, this is what I think. I was let go because somebody else needed a job more than I did, apparently. So, I don't know. I frankly hope that I find a new job, a better job, one that pays a little bit more. Because I honestly did not mind the low paycheck. Granted, I couldn't buy a lot of things that everybody else could. I couldn't go to MagicCon with this money. Alright. I was barely making it by putting 100 or so into savings just to buy a car. Because I don't have a car yet. Going $800 into debt on Cash App. So, again, to have it be taken away so quick. I didn't even last a year there. And also, to find out that the person who I remember being told no is going to be taking over your position hurts, man. That also hurts. Like, and I don't blame them. I really don't. It's not their fault. They didn't choose. They didn't choose to take over someone's job. They're basically forced to take over, like, you know. I just want to know what I did. So I feel like when I go in tomorrow and get my confirmation, I will, at the end of shift, ask the first owner if I could just ask a few questions before I leave and before he leaves. Probably after, you know, after clocking out and doing all the closing stuff, I just want to sit down. I want to have a few questions answered. Like, did you know that the second owner was going to hire this person behind your back. And if, and I want to know I want to know his take. Was I a bad employee? Because I want the truth. I want to know. I want to know the reasons, the full reasons as to why I'm being let go. I just want to know. I want a full explanation, not a, well, the shop didn't make enough money, not, oh, well, your customer service skills didn't progress, oh, we hired someone new and couldn't afford to pay them, so we're letting you go. No, I want a definitive answer. I want to know why I'm being let go. Not 3 different answers. I want one distinct answer. Anyway, because I am now let go, I'm going to file for unemployment once I get confirmation. Apparently, when you file unemployment, you have to have worked there for 6 months, and I feel like I've been there for quite a bit longer, because what, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, that's about 8 months, 8 to 9. It's 9, I just counted, it's 9, and it's 9 months, that's more than 6, so I feel like I am eligible to file for unemployment, but I need to make sure that I can. Now, let's get off the lost the job topic, you know, the hey, you're let go. Let's talk about something positive, man. Like, for the fact that for 3 days I got to hang out with my friend, who you know as, if you've watched the previous stream, is Zaris. They are one of my best friends. They really helped me out when I needed it. That Thursday night, after I informed a lot of my friends that I was let go, they came by and picked me up and took me to their place with their roommates. And we just drank, we had fun, we played some drinking games. Just all in all, a good time. Helped me out, get me out of my rut, gave me some time to think and to make peace. They are honestly and truly one of my greatest friends. They may not be into Magic, so I don't get to play Magic with them, but we have other interests. I just realized you can't see my cat ears because of the dark screen. That, man, that sucks. Do I put Nah, I'll just leave it as black screen. But yeah, no, like, we hung out. We have these, like, little joke things where we go, you know, gambling, and I'm using air quotes, but I don't really have a way to, I don't have tracking. But pretty much, we went to Hot Topic, and we saw that there was HoloLive gambling boxes for, it was like the Deformed collection. It was like Volume 2, which came with Sakamata Chloe, Fubuki, Botan, and Sakura Miko. And then their little mascots. Sakamata Chloe is one of my favorites. And my friend, we bought, like, I believe it was 4 boxes, 2 for me, 2 for them. My first box, because we went back inside. My first box, I got Sakamoto Chloe's mascot. I got the orca in the buoy, whatever it's called. I got that. I'm very happy about that. So I was like, well, hey, at least I got something Sakamoto Chloe related. My friend got I believe it was the Botan bombs. They're like, oh man, and they do like Botan. They were hoping for Botan, but so we went back inside to the Hot Topic and we bought another box each. Well, they bought it for me. I opened it up and I got Sakamoto Chloe. Like, I got the little mini figurine that looks like a Nendroid. I got it. I got the Sakamoto Chloe one. I was so excited. They got Fubuki. They're not a fan of Fubuki. So they gave it to me. Which makes up for the fact, because like a month or so ago, we went to Austin. And this was obviously when I, had some money to spend. I went gambling at a gachapon outlet. And was it Austin? No, it was like Dallas. It was in the Dallas area. And I went to, there was a gachapon outlet, and I regretfully spent a lot of money for these mini keychains for Hololive. Hololive is one of my biggest things that I am, like, obsessed about. And wouldn't you believe it, the reason I spent the money I did is because there was a Sakamoto Chloe mini keychain. I got Polka 3 times. Was it 3? No, sorry, I got Polka twice. My friend Zeris is a big fan of Polka, so they got the second one that I got. I got Lue, Botan, Lami, and La Plus. And I was like, I gotta do one more spin. One more spin. I got Sakamoto Chloe. My gambling addiction is very high when it comes to Hololive. If there was a Takanashi Kiara gambling for like the Deformed series and these mini keychains, you best believe I would be broke as hell trying to get Takanashi Kiara. I'm a real big fan of her. And if she had a lot of the stuff, or like not had, but if there was the gachapon stuff and the blind boxes, you best believe I would have a shitload of multiple figures, or I would just give them to a friend. 'Cause I'm ill. I'm very ill. I mean, also we have our coping mechanisms, I guess. I get my comfort characters. Kiara and Chloe are my comfort characters. So, yeah. My friend is ill over other things. I'm not going to tell you what they're ill over because it's their job when they stream again. Which, by the way, we are streaming again Wednesday. It's going to be Roblox. Get over it. Because that's what they like. And I'm joining them. It'll be on my, my side will be on YouTube and their side is going to be on Twitch. It's whatever. And that's if they still decide to do it. So, God, I still have 2 hours for Elden Ring. Oh boy. God, it's so loud, the music, at least on my end. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, that just muted it. I don't know if that helped, but I don't even know if y'all can hear it now, but it's loud on my end, so I was turning it down, sorry. Let's see, what else do I talk about? Started playing Pathfinder. Another friend, different one than Zeris. They got me to Pathfinder because I've been playing D&D, but unfortunately with my friend, okay. So we have Zeris, friend 1, friend 2. Friend 2 was running a D&D campaign, and then they got caught up with college. So unfortunately, they had to postpone the campaign until they were not very overwhelmed with college. So friend one invited me to a Pathfinder campaign because, well, I've always expressed interest into it, and he's always wanted to run one, and we couldn't really run it with our friend group because we already were on hold for the campaign. That, and also friend 3, I have a lot of friends that are very nerdy, so friend 3 was running a Delta Green campaign. I, unfortunately, haven't really been a part of that much due to, one, working, because I covered a lot of friends when they went to, like, not friends, I covered a lot of my coworkers' shifts when they went to MagicCon, and when they were participating in the Spider-Man pre-release, because, you know, they're doing a master set. So I covered for them, which caused me to miss, I guess, I didn't really miss if they postponed it, because I kind of, like, you know, asked friend 1 how the Delta Green campaign has been. He's like, dude, they've been on hold, and I was like, oh, okay. And these friends know that I've been let go, and that I'm going through, like, a lot. I told them that I might not be able to attend much because I don't have the money anymore to get dinner, and I don't want to have to rely on them and feel like a burden to them, you know, being like, hey, I don't have a way to eat dinner with you guys or order food with you guys. So, because every other Saturday is a campaign, and every other Saturday is either Magic or a movie or just a hangout. So, I would just feel bad if either every Saturday or every other Saturday that somebody else is paying for me and I'm not unable to do the same until I get a new job. Because I already feel like there's a chance that they might not even like me, and that's just my paranoia, my depression, just all that, because I already feel like they don't like me anymore. And what am I going to do? Give them another reason? I don't want to. And it's something I should talk to them about. It's something I should just bite the bullet and be like, hey guys, I know this isn't true. And I know it's wrong of me to ask for confirmation, but do you guys even want to have me come around anymore? Do you guys enjoy my presence? Do you guys, like, am I a good friend to you guys? Am I someone you guys want to hang out with and just chill with? And I should just do it. I should just ask them straight up. It's just something I need to do. I need to get better at being more confident. I need to be more confident. I need to show my friends that, hey, I can do it too. I can be just as confident as you guys. Even if they're putting on an act. Even if they're just mustering up enough confidence to get them by the weekend to hang out with their friends. I need to do the same. But I also need to be honest. I also need to be honest with them. So I think maybe tomorrow, after I straighten up some stuff, or before, I'll shoot the group a message and be like, hey guys, I gotta talk. I need you guys to be honest with me, and I need all of you to be honest with me. And then just ask. Because I feel bad. I feel bad for not showing up. I feel bad for having to work. I feel bad for just feeling like I'm flaking on them because I have to work. Ah, man, these conversations keep getting deep, and I still have 2 hours until Elden Ring is done still. It is fluctuating between 3 to 2 hours. I don't know why I didn't think of doing this earlier, just having it download earlier. I was out of the house playing Pathfinder. I could have just been like, you know what? Let me just prepare. But to be fair, I didn't know I was going to stream. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just do it. Let me just talk about everything. Just chat. Update about my life and whatnot. Just get it all out. That's what I did. I just... spontaneous night stream. Because when am I ever going to do one during the day? It's only been at night so far. You know, I guess I should also probably explain. The whole reason I don't have any games installed right now is because I kind of had to do a whole reset on my computer because it kept crashing quite a bit. Just for some reason. Just kept crashing. So, I did a whole reset of the PC. Fixed the problem. Turns out it was a faulty external hard drive. Go figure. Something external was causing an internal... Stupid. It's stupid. So I haven't had it plugged in. And guess what? Hasn't crashed. Only crashes when it gets plugged... when the external hard drive gets plugged in. What the fuck, dude? Just what the fuck? I never even dropped it. But a lot of... like, I just... all the games that I had downloaded were just gone. So, just gotta download all of them all over again. Luckily, Steam saves it all to a cloud. So all my save data is still gonna be there. But right now I have Elden Ring going, and then I'm gonna have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and then Fast Food Simulator. Because I have a friend that, or Zeris, as you know, they have it, so I figured, holy shit, let's do some funny shit with Fast Food Simulator. So maybe we'll do something funny on stream. Maybe we'll play that game. I got other games as well. But I got Muse Dash, but unfortunately, that's probably gonna cause DMC strike or whatever it's called. So I have Hollow Cure. I should download that and play that as well. Hollow X Break, Heavy Rain would be a fun one to play on stream. So I got Undertale because you know I know Deltarune is coming up. So maybe I'll talk to someone about maybe borrowing their Steam account to play some Deltarune. Or my birthday's coming up. Maybe I can ask them. I was like, hey man, Deltarune or something. So play that on stream since that's also becoming popular. Trying to think of other games. I got Buckshot Roulette. That could be fun. Already played DDLC. Helldivers 2, if you guys want to see me die quite a bit. Mecha Break. I played a lot of Magic Arena. I might go back to doing that. Just a lot of games that I gotta re-download. Oh, I got Stellar Blade. Oh, I'm gonna play the fuck out of Stellar Blade on stream once. Or not once, at some point. I already have save data for it, because I've been playing on the Steam Deck. That was gifted to me. I mean, I bought it from my brother over time, so it's technically I bought it myself. But it was technically a gift, because he didn't want it anymore. So, that's been fun. Oh, Stellar Blade has been... I haven't even finished it yet. Stellar Blade's been fun. When was the last time I played it? July 1st. Only 12 hours of gameplay. I believe I also got the DLC. Yep, I have the DLC for it. I have the deluxe pack, the code box, the code verification, the Goddess of Victory Nikkei, the Nair Automata one, and the Tachyon pack. Yay! This is when I had money, so I was just like, I'll buy it when it comes out to Steam. Man, it's still 2 hours. honestly believe I don't think I'm gonna be playing any games tonight unless it's a browser game. Like shit, you guys want to watch me play Minesweeper? I'm horrible at it. It'll be funny. Let's put on Minesweeper. All right, let's oh, I gotta move. Yeah, I don't have an ad blocker. Get over it. There. Okay. We're not gonna be doing expert. We're gonna do beginner. God, I need to make that bigger again. There. Okay. Y'all ready to watch me horribly play some Minesweeper? That was fast. Okay. I have no idea how to play this. So what does that mean? There's one, two, like, is that safe? Is that safe? Okay, so then dangerous. Man, I don't know. I am not good at Minesweeper. Is this safe? No. It was not. I am alone. I kind of am right now. I'm just at home chilling. Um, it's fine. I don't have to be with people right now. Just chilling. Just trying to figure shit out. I really suck at Minesweeper. I don't know what to tell y'all. I have no idea how to play this game. I just figured it's better than, I don't know, sitting here waiting for Elden Ring to download. Go with like corner strat. What I did. No, alright, so safe. Safe. Alright, so yeah, that means there's one there. Cool. So that means you're not safe. Can you guys not hear me? Hold on. I could have sworn I could be heard. No, I can hear myself on stream. Okay. So, but can you not hear me? Is your volume down? Juxtaposition with tile. I'm gonna be honest, no idea what you mean, Mara. I'm just going at it. Oh, what? I thought that was safe. I really did. I don't... Okay, so it doesn't mean... Okay, we'll try this again. Middle, corner, 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 corner. Okay. You have to be wrong Or not. Middle, corner, bomb. Or not. Okay, I really don't know how to play this, bro. I'm just... of course that. Alright. Corner, corner, corner. Middle's already been taken care of. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, automatically. Okay, so there's 3 here, so I believe it's you. You. It's got to be at least you and you. Saying there's 1 here and 2 here, so I believe you're bad. Because... So you're... Ooh, boy. Alright. Alright, well, so we know that those are wrong. So that you're good. There's 2 there. See, it's saying that there's 3 here, so are these safe? No. That one at least was not. Damn. I was doing good on this run. I'm learning. Just do the corners. Of course. I should have guessed. I should have guessed. Alright. Middle. Cool. See, that one I can... Is it... Okay, you're safe. Safe. Safe? Nope. Cool. There's 2. Okay, so it's saying that there's 2 here, and then so 1, but then there's 2 touching that one, 2 touching that one. There's 1, so you're not good. Means you're safe. Okay. So means the 1 bomb is just you're safe. You have to be safe. And you have to be safe. What do you mean by that? What do you mean one would be inclined to conclude so? What do you mean by a cosmetic chat? While I wait for you to... You know, that's fair. That's fair. I was, at the beginning of the stream, I was, talking about my life, or like a recent life update. But, I ended up finishing that. It was a whole rant I did. And right now, I'm not playing Elden Ring at the moment. I'm playing Minesweeper until Elden Ring finishes. So, I shouldn't have maybe finished so early talking about what I kind of already wanted to talk about. I mean, if you weren't there in the beginning of the stream, I can always reiterate, what I said, which was pretty much Goddamn, 4. You're safe. It was pretty much, I got let go from my job for reasons I still don't know yet. Because I need to double check with the owner tomorrow before I go in. Because I did promise him that I would work an extra 2 weeks, which is why I need to go in and get confirmation that I am indeed fired. So that way I can file for unemployment. And pretty much that's what I need to do. And it's just hard because I was really happy with that job. And I don't want it to end. But it's going to. And I have to come to terms with it. And I don't want to. But I have to. Alright. Okay, so there's 3 touching this one, so could it be 1, 2, 3? Because this is touching that. Oh, oh, I put one in the wrong. Oh my god, that was the last one too. Damn. Okay. Alright. I guess let's start a new one. I guess I can try to... Like, so, I got this job back when my cat had passed away, about, like, a week or so afterwards. And... Of course. And so I was like, are things finally, you know, coming up? Am I finally going to be... you know, are things finally going my way? I really need to be careful every time. Like, I need to be able to multitask. Which is why I'm also not really good at streaming right now, because I don't have much experience doing so. But I know you're friggin' that one. But again, my cat passed away a week before I got a job at the card shop, and then 9 months later I get canned because either somebody new is being hired and they don't have the money to pay for so many people on the, you know, to be on there, so I got fired for it, or because the shop wasn't making enough money, but it doesn't make sense because they hired someone new. And then on top of that, the other reasoning was my customer service skills didn't progress the way that the second owner wanted, but that makes no sense because I did a lot of things that nobody else would have done, which was take cards from my own collection and give it to customers because I had cards that they were looking for. It was just a whole plethora of things that I just was not happy with. So, I don't know. Alright, there's one, so you're safe? No. And I obviously overchose here. God, I can do like half of the board, no pro... Okay. Interesting development. So there's one here. Okay, scratch that. It was... Interesting. Alright. God, that could have been a good run, too. God, that could have been a good run. Automatically... One... Oh, wait. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. And then there's one here. Question is... Alright, you're not safe. Ooh, God. Bam, bam. Bam. Okay, there's 2 here, meaning if I click... Okay, that justifies it's you? Or not? Interesting. Okay. We're not playing that one. Alright, that one will do. I went, nope. Nope, not doing that one. Ooh, there's 3. Okay. You... If I do you... Okay, you have to be that one, because it's what? 1, 2... 1, 2... 1, 2, meaning you're safe? Cool. And by your logic, that means it's either... So, 1... It's gotta be you. Can't be you. Okay. That means it has to be you, because it's 1, 2, and there's 2 touching you. Oh, wait, no. Can it not be? God, I want to click this. I'm going to click it. That means it's you. That means it's you. You're safe. Meaning you're not. Oh, you might be. You're safe. You're not. Okay. Because by that logic, that's 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You're a problem. You're safe. God, if I can get one. Whew, if I can get one. Just one Minesweeper game. You... I feel like... Okay, yeah, so it's you. Meaning 1... Meaning... Okay, so... 1, 1... You. 1, 2, you're safe. That means... You're safe. First Minesweeper board. Yeah, it's beginner mode, but that's because I just started to learn how to play Minesweeper. My buddy Zaris has Minesweeper RPG. Huh, maybe I can watch them a few times. I feel like that mic is now too close. So we'll just put it that far back. So, let's start a new game. Okay, we'll go for a bit of a harder one. Okay, so you're the problem. So that's what? 1, then 1, you, and you. Meaning it's gotta be you, and you're safe, and you're safe. Cool. Alright. By this logic, there's 1 here, you're safe. And you're not. At least... No, because this would be 2 then, so you're safe. Okay. Okay. You're a problem. You're safe. You're not. You're safe. Aw, man. Well, we'll do one more. I might just call it a night. We still have an hour before Elden Ring, so we're not gonna get Elden Ring in. Maybe tomorrow night at 11 o'clock, providing this is done. So, click. Alright. Let's go ahead and lock in. Safe. Safe. Problem. Safe. Problem. Safe. Nope. I lied, it wasn't one more game. Okay. Is that 1, 2? It's your problem? Safe. Ooh, 3, your problem. Oh, but you say 1, meaning... How does that make... Because of you. I really need to just stop overthinking. Oh, problem. Problem. Okay. Safe. Problem. Okay. Oh. Nope. Can we do this one? Nope. Oh, of course. You know what? Let's go back to the corner strat. And middle. If I had gone for the corner or the middle strat, that would have been a turn 1 or turn 0 kill. Okay. Alright. You're the problem. And you're the problem. Meaning you're safe. There's 3. Meaning you're safe. Problem safe. Okay. There's 1 here. You're safe. Problem safe. Problem. Because that means 2. So there's also... Okay. Problem. Okay. I'm gonna keep going until I get another game in. Or, like, you know. Damn. Alright. We're locking in. I know I'm gonna be quiet for a few seconds. We are locking in. Okay. Fuck. Let's do corner strat. Oh shit. Do we go middle? Ha! Oh, we got lucky. Alright. That would have been the stupidest... I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Alright. I don't even know if there's a proper strat. Okay, so both of you? No. No, it's you. You? Interesting. Think. So what is that's 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's the 2 there, and there's 1, meaning you. Okay. Is there 1 more? Because that's what 1, 2. I don't want to go here, but I'm going to. Okay. Meaning you're the problem. You're safe. Okay. There's a lot of 3s. There's like a lot of 3s. I know you're a problem. We're gonna move down here. And you're safe. I believe, your problem and your problem. Because that's 2. However, could it be you that's also a problem? That means we have 1 more, meaning it's probably going to be up here. So I got to get this right. Okay, so meaning there's 1 here. Could it be you? But if we did it right, the game would have ended. If we did it right, I'm pretty sure the game would have ended. It's got to be this one. It's got to be that one. Because that makes sense. And then it's got to be that one. Because that makes it 3. So safe. 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 Damn. Let me reset my... Oh, man. There. There. It's reset. That way... I look normal. Alright. Problem. Say... Fuck! Okay. Middle and corner strats done. Problem, 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 problem. So we know for a fact those ones are a problem. So we have an hour and a half for Elden Ring. And it might honestly get too late before, so... I believe you two are a problem, meaning this. I should have counted that one. Damn. I think we can't do the middle one because it's 1. Alright, alright. Were we? Okay. You. You. Say... Fuck. Cool. All the strats. All the strats. Boom, boom, boom. It's 2, so boom, boom. Boom. There. That makes perfect sense. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. That looks right. Yeah. Because 1, 2, 3. Cool. Cool. Boom, boom. Oh! I think that was the fastest I've done it. 44 seconds. It's the fastest I've done it. Holy shit. Alright, well. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end it here. What, I streamed for what? Hour 17 minutes. I'm just gonna, yeah. I'm gonna let Elden Ring download, because I think maybe the whole reason it's taking like a bajillion years is because I'm also streaming. So I'm just gonna let it download. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock, I'll stream, play some Elden Ring from scratch, because I played it before, so I'll just start a new run. Was gonna get to it tonight. I can't. For the ones who watched, thank you. For the ones who didn't, I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. For the ones who didn't stay, maybe the next one you'll stay, because it's Elden Ring instead of Minesweeper, because it's misleading. Oops. So, next stream. I will do a next stream. Peace.